100 days. There's hundreds of them. It's a challenge that was helmed by Luke TheNotable, where you play Minecraft for 100 in-game days in a variety of different ways. Now, on its own, 100 days could be a pretty tall order. But what if it was worse? In 2012, Minecraft released for the Xbox 360, and despite being wickedly outdated, my console is still able to turn on, somehow. This is a version of Minecraft that has brought a lot of great memories, which is why it's fitting that now, it brings great pain. So it's time to grab your wired controllers and load up those avatars, as we will be trying to get through 100 days on the Xbox 360 before it catches fire and explodes. Here we are, day 1. I spawned on a pretty decent chunk of land. Nothing too boring, but nothing overbearing. Kinda looks like Luke's world, and maybe a sign. The first thing I did was survey the area, and oh my god, a village? One thing about the Xbox 360 version is that the worlds are really small, at least compared to Java. I didn't think it would be hard to find a village, but to have one visible from spawn is not what I expected. Most of day 1 is just me collecting resources. Pretty standard. There was a cave, but a skeleton opened fire on me, so I left. Oh man, the console version of crafting. It feels restricting, but I'm gonna be honest, I kinda like being able to just press A and get the item. I noticed that I was low on food, so I raided the local livestock, but then remembered that mutton doesn't exist. Well, I need the wool anyway. This sheep has his own island, so he could live, but this one can't say the same. Was able to get some food. Pigs? What pigs? I don't see any pigs. Something about me is that I'm never satisfied with the land, so I started the project of terraforming. It was getting dark, but I wanted to use the full day, so I went back into that cave. Nice. Iron. Oh! Hello there. Wait, what? I found a mine shaft on day 1? If only I had this luck. Literally anywhere else. Oh, cool. Rails. I'll need this for a future project. By the end of the day, my pickaxe broke and I heard spiders in the wall, so I left. The sun was rising on day 2 when I saw that there's some witches intruding in my area. The combat is a lot more forgiving in this version, but the mobs aren't, which led to me being poisoned. I started smelting glass because I can, and then remembered that I can make walls! Well, this version doesn't have hardcore, so not really much of a threat, but I'm low on food and stubbing my toe will kill me. I really need to fix this. These walls will be useful. The spawns in 360 could be a bit random. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. No time to grieve. Gotta conquer the woe. No, I didn't want to, but it was me or him. I felt bad, so I made a grave. Let's hope this is the only one. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Filling in these patches on a controller is a new kind of pain. I thought I would be able to handle the night, but I was horribly wrong. I spent the rest of the night on the sheep island. I had leftover signs, so I decided to name it Wool Western. A peaceful place where, hey, what the heck? Day 3 started with an assault on Wool Western, and the innocents were hurt. I needed food, but this cow hired a creeper bodyguard. I'm just gonna walk away. Pigs are just as good anyways. After paying my respects, I got some armor, trying to avoid last night. I am starting a farm. I know the spawns are generous, but I can't rely on animals forever. My farm design is simple. With water on both sides, it allows me to go in rows of 8. You may think it's bad, but it's my farm, and I can do whatever I want. No walls, no food, no lights, no mouth, out at night, fighting a skeleton. I mean, that wasn't too hard. Hey, what's up? I'm back. I need to sleep. Day 4 started like day 3 because I was a coward and went to Wool Western too many times. Then I used the remains of my enemies to bless my harvest. Discovered that stone bricks exist in this version, but not stone brick walls. Guess being fancy is forbidden. Spent a lot of time mining up stone so I could turn it into walls. I don't want any mobs or animals getting into my farm and ruining the crops. If only you were here to see the renovations I'm starting. I hate grass so much, so I'm getting rid of it. I know it's odd to some people, and they think that it adds to the environment, but wait. Who are you? Where's the sheep? I wanted to do it, but Toby Maguire taught me better. Day 4, and we already have another grave. Average day in America. The dog wanted to pay respects. He had realized the monster he had become. I threw an egg and a creeper and then went to bed. Today started with an omen. I didn't know zombie villagers existed, and it makes me sad that I have 0 resources to save him. I'm sorry. Why does this keep happening? Who is in charge of these lands? Back to terraforming. Uneven land keeps me up at night. The most exciting thing that happened today was this creeper, and clenching almost got me killed. I forgot that the stick changes the POV. I don't care that my shovel broke. I started a job and I'm gonna finish it. What? Scrapped WandaVision video? Well, I don't see a scrapped WandaVision video. Punching grass and farming. Quality content you should definitely subscribe for. Sleep revenge procrastination got the better of me, and I ended up poisoned. Why do I keep doing this? Day 6. With all the arrows I gathered from the skeletons I ran into, I figured it would be a worthy investment to make a bow. Not this time! Holy crap. Maybe I should finish that Hawkeye video. Surely the minimal amount of pushback I've showed so far is enough to stop these— come on! Why does this keep happening? Stop it! Must be those video games. Oh well. Alright, since these wolves keep coming out of nowhere for the sake of violence, I have to create a pen for the sheep. The only way I could get the white sheep in the pen was to breed it with the red one, so now I have a pink sheep. I hope they don't treat them too differently in school. I decided to fix up the land around my farm. You know, this kind of looks like a crescent moon. And a tiny bit like the Mojang logo, too. Huh, wow. It's day 6, and I just started to place torches. Am I confident, or just stupid? Hey, I just remembered I have a bow, so I can hit creep, huh? Console achievements? I got a hat for my avatar. Man, if only this Xbox wasn't 7 generations behind. I was just minding my own business when Creeper decided to ruin my day. My storage was already terrible, and now it just can't be saved. I got bored of my main area, so I'm going to explore. I'm looking for 2 things. Dark oak for building, and melons. Oh hey, a village. What a small wow. This village obviously had its problems, but it also had carrots and potatoes. I can't really do anything with them, I just like having a plentiful farm. They even had a blacksmith. The chest was alright, no diamonds, and I guess I could use that obsidian for the nether, but it's a little underwhelming. Speaking of underwhelming, this world, kinda lame. Look, a jungle. That's some wood, and hopefully melons. Hey, that's not a melon. It bled into day 8, that's how long I searched this biome for melons. And in short, no melons. I went back to the village to see if I could take more from them, but I didn't find anything. Continued my journey and found pumpkins! Ah! Wow, what a useless well. I found 3 villages before I found a single melon. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. The town of the Farlands? It spawned right on the edge, and surprisingly, there are people that choose to live here. I'll call it Ohio. Dr. Troyoris? Are you behind this? I started this road trip to find dark oak and melons, and came back with depression only. I immediately went to bed, so the thoughts wouldn't progress. That creeper from earlier showed me that my layout is awful. My first step is to reorganize and expand the farm. Finally put the last couple of seeds in the wheat area. Why did that take 9 days? While getting the farmland ready, I hit another wolf. These things are beyond a problem, and I have to see how to stop them from spawning. I want to have a dog, but this is too much. My shovel broke, and it's night, so I ran to bed. Not gonna die while setting up a food source, that's just sad. Day 10, we're getting closer to finishing this new area, just gotta hoe the land. I'm adding all these carrots I found. Here's a life hack I learned. You could place a trapdoor over the water, allowing you to cross between the plots of land without trampling the crops. However, the ability to place a trapdoor on crops is a luxury of PC gamers, so I will have to use walls. It works. I could add torches, but it's a bit ugly. I just ventured into that mineshaft seeing what I could get. I am very low on ores, and my most valuable item right now is an iron sword. I found tons of iron, but no gold, which would be useful for a clock since I've just been using the recording to tell how long it's been. I have no idea how close I am to bedrock. I don't think the coordinates even exist in this version, but I figured I'd try my hand at diamonds. This looks promising, but you've seen my Castle Wars video. Lady Luck doesn't like me sometimes. No diamonds. Day 1-1, still in the cave, remaking my pickaxe. This mineshaft is expansive, but it hasn't really led me anywhere. Unlike this creeper, who led me directly into a web, which was a part of a spider spawner. Cave spider spawner. Why? They must not give you poison in this version. I mean, I'm not complaining, it's just, it's something I noticed. Why do I keep getting awards for shooting creepers? Now, I'm no Minecraft farm expert, but I left the spawner alive in case I feel inspired later. I blocked off the area around the spawner and then pillared up to the surface. This gave me a safe area to work with the spawner and a marker as to where it is, which honestly isn't that far from my home base. Day 12 started with making the storage worse. No one wants to be bothered by organization, but no one wants to be bothered by a mess either. This chest will act as a lame attempt to satisfy both. Also had to move my farm chest because my genius placement of it allowed random animals into the farm. Whatever, it's not like animals could really ruin crops, and even if they added that as an update, it wouldn't reach the 360, so I'm just gonna ignore the problem. Much like real life. At least the wheat was done so I could stop starving and maybe increase the sheep count. I don't want to rant about the 360 version because it's the closest thing I have to a time capsule, but farming with a controller? No. Just no. I managed to tame a dog with some bones I had laying around. They aren't all bad, they just have to live with the stigma of the problematic ones. You didn't see that. I dyed the dog's color yellow. For a reason. Lit up the farm, and this gentleman is why. Wall Western has a new resident. He aims to fix up the neighborhood. Bro, it's literally been like 8 seconds. At this point, I have no idea what's happening. I'm just gonna go back to farming. This pig was a magician. He disappeared. It would be nice to not be shot at sometimes. Now I'm chopping wood. I spawned in a plain, so I don't have much of this. Finally made it to the village and saw that they too spawned on the world border. Can't use this civilization to their fullest potential if I don't control their resources. I checked out their trades and saw that they're all randomized. For example, I could buy arrows from the farmer. Yeah, got my first emerald, and since I know that this guy buys wheat, I will keep him in this hole. You know what's funny? I don't have a home. Even with my area decently lit up, I still don't feel safe. Since one of the villager trades is white wool, I set up a sheep pen for that. But I can't start collecting for trades before I finish Moon Knight. Day 14. Gotta finish up flattening this hill. It's day 14 and the closest thing I have to a home is a field of dirt. I'm going to build my house on this hill, starting with the frame. Then I ended with a very interesting battle. After tending to the sheep, I started to gather materials for my residence. Didn't know this was prime real estate. It's just gonna be a wood floor. I don't have much in this version, so I'll save the fancy stuff for later. I didn't find dark oak, so I'm resorting to jungle. You may cringe at that, but if I wanted it to be the same as everyone else, then I would be on Java. The house is coming along great, and oh, it would be awesome if I could capture a slime, but since I don't have a name tag, I know that his time is limited. Oh hey, the tree grew. Oops, I think I missed a log. Oh well, we'll call it personality and move on. Why are you all in here? Time to put in this lower level. It has no purpose other than the fact that I thought it would be boring if it was all one level. It looks good, and if you disagree, you don't understand it. Down with the farm. It took the entire rest of the day. What day am I on? Went to the village, I have some wool to sell. I must be blind or something. How did I not see this? To be honest, I could continue to live without seeing this. The trade disappeared. Turns out these guys are not a reliable source of income. Huh. With their trades being randomized, it would be very difficult to keep up and have the right items to trade. But this guy is willing to give me an Eye of Ender. I got an Eye of Ender before going to the Nether. That is awesome. I continued on the house, putting in the corners and finishing the borders. If you're wondering how the slime is doing, he isn't. He stuck around for 2 days. I expected less. As per usual, a sign to honor the fallen. Day 18, this video is now old enough to vote. I decided I didn't want mixed-matched animals anymore, so I separated the sheep and the cows, and the ones who didn't fit got put in timeout. From life. Also burned the rest of this tree because I don't feel like climbing up to get it. Went to the villagers to see if they had anything worthwhile, and of course they didn't. Well, the weak guy always comes through. I went around and lit up the area. With me being poisoned, you could see that it's needed. Putting in the windows today, I ran out of torches, so we're going with natural light. The walls are also going up, and I used different blocks to add in some texture and variety. Thanks, Wadsy. Also, there's this chicken pen now. And as you can see, the torches are slacking. Realized a fatal flaw with my chest placement. How did I do this twice? I had to do it. He was on the fence. It was him and the sheep. Man, we're getting quite the collection. Why did I sit here and watch stone cook? I have things to do, man. Day 20. If this was Castle Wars, the video would be over already. Speaking of wood being over, I put logs on my house. It makes it a tiny bit better. I don't know. Oh, look at me, starting a new project before the old one is finished. How realistic. I traded a bit with the villagers, and I even managed to level one up, so he'll take 18 wheat instead of 20. This is living. With this in mind, I dismantled the carrots and replaced them with wheat. Sounds like a risk, I know, but the wheat trade is the most recurring, so it might pay off in the end. Finished the bridge at night because I am not a coward. No way! Now I have 2 dogs. One red, one yellow. Mining away. No way there's another spawner. I went just above bedrock. I want diamonds and need stone, so this tunnel will hopefully help both. Got sidetracked by the sounds of the undead in the walls. A spawner? And yes! A name tag! I wanted one of these. More mining. Still no diamonds. I'm beginning to think they don't exist. When I left, it was raining, so it's the perfect time to finish the roof. It's not mob-proof yet, but we're getting there. Day 23 started with some detailing, but most of it was farming. I traded with this farmer, which leveled him up, and then he gave me a better deal for wheat. I'm hoping that this means the trade is now permanent, but I could be wrong. After making a gold block to place a cake on, I was finally able to sleep in my home. That sleep did not help. Fix the doorway. I don't know why there was a random hole. Why would I do this? I was on my way back to the tunnel when I found something. A slime. No, wait. Now that I actually have a name tag, I could keep this one this time. I just need to build him a path out of this hole. No. Alright, change of plans. We're gonna go with the small one. Come on, just get out of the hole. Stop trying to kill me. I came too close to dying too many times. And at this point, it's just not worth it. More will spawn. This is the 360. Back to mining. Yay. Ooh, a cave. If there's any chance of me finding diamonds, it's not in here. It's just all iron. Well, I guess if I ever need to go to the Nether, but I do have that guy who sells the eyes, right? I'm sure he's doing fine. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, words have lost me for that interaction. Today is day 25, which means there's only one thing to do. Even the sky understands what's about to happen. I am building Sokovia. That's why I needed all that stone. I've been wanting to start on this project since I started the 100 days, and I figured that this spot over the lake would be the perfect place. I like building sky islands, like the one on a Grand Live, and doing it on the 360 would be a true test of skill. Although the main issue here is realizing that I had a lot less stone than I thought. Whoops. I don't want to leave it hollow though, so I'll just like fill it with dirt or something. It's fine. No one will notice. It's in the sky. It's just kind of cool being up this high. I mean, like, where else am I gonna get a view like this? Even the village is loaded in. How you guys doing? All right. Cool. These lawless animals. How do they keep getting in here? Yeah, day 26, I'm heading to the village. Got out my stocks. Hey, hello? Where is everyone? What? And why are all the doors gone? All the villagers we have been trading with are gone. Dead. They're dead. It's fine. I'm fine. Unfortunately, it looks like when building Sokovia, it loaded in the village during the night, so they were left defenseless. Funny enough, the weird and downright broken generation of this village is what saved some of these guys near the water. However, they all have trash trades. They have trades I don't stock for. Like, this guy only accepts chicken. I was so upset, I just hit the mine. They call me Tors. I started on a path that's a little bit closer to bedrock. I've had no luck with the other elevations, so... I mean, like, might as well try, right? Even if there are no diamonds, Sokovia still needs stone, so... Finally! After 26 days, 8! I got 8 diamonds. I could do so much now. Well, realistically, it just lets me do the same things, just slightly faster. I did hit it big with this new tunnel, though. A little bit later, I snagged 5 more. That's a massive... Put in the clip of Sylvia. That's a massive win there. 13 diamonds. Day 27 was spent... reevaluating the livestock. Gotta get in with these new trades, but I'm still gonna collect for the old ones in case they come up again. Went to make an enchantment table since I have those diamonds now, but I still needed leather for the book. I'll use the ones I stole from the village, but that doesn't promise their safety. I had just enough to set up a little corner for silent reading time, maybe with a friendly alligator. It's not max enchantments, but I almost died to a slime, I'll take anything. With the rest of the diamonds, I made a pickaxe. Not a sword, though. Most of us usually don't. I hate 360 farming. What is this? How? Throughout the day, I have to keep stopping by to breed the chickens. Don't tell them why. This version doesn't require lapis for enchanting, which means it's back to being useless. Yay! There. Now my world has mysterious structures with no purpose. You want to visit them? It's $15.99 per person, no pictures. I started to expand on Sokovia, but whenever the sky gets even a shade darker, I panic and go home. I think I found out how the animals keep getting into each other's pens. Ah, yes. I agree, sheep. Reality is just a suggestion. Worked on getting the cow stocks up too. Don't tell them why. Alright, no, seriously, check this out. I had 2 eggs and both spawned chickens. What are the odds of that? No, please, I swear, my files are clean. I didn't accidentally do that. Oh hey, we got another pink sheep. I hope he fits into his friend groups well. Running back to the village, I was so focused on the people who buy items, I didn't even notice this one sells melons. Yes! I can grow melons now. Oh! I bought as many as I could hold, which also leveled him up. I still don't have the right stock for the other trades, but leveling him up with the melons is going to rotate in new ones. Having these melon seeds is the start of something big, I promise you. After that, I continued working on Sokovia, and going to the next level shouldn't be too hard. No! You know, it's not even the fact that I died, it's the fact that I had 39 levels. I had just gotten the enchantment table. Like I said, no hardcore, so the only real loss is shame. Day 30, ready for an existential crisis? I have to pillar back up to Sokovia. I took the water out with me. Focusing real hard on clenching right now. I'm so glad it's with the stick. I don't really have a certain height I want to reach. I'm kind of just going until it looks sizable. I mean, that's what they did in the movie. If it's good enough for the movie. You know what? Yeah, actually, it's fine. It's night anyways. I'm just gonna go to bed. More pink sheep. I'm so proud of this community. We have an asset out of containment! Bro, that is a child. Don't eat the child. It convinced the others to attack me. Stop chasing me. Stop it. Rent free, bro. Rent free! Unlucky. The Xbox 360 has limitations for the animals, and apparently too many chickens are in love mode. Can't get with me now, they're grown. Hey! Okay, look, I know what you're gonna say. I'm trying to grow my stock, but I am 1 raw chicken away from being able to trade. Luckily, that was enough to level him up, and I could sell wool! Yes, I knew collecting it would be worth it. Is it mental insanity if it pays off in the end? Sorry, sheep. I guess some of you are stuck single. They aren't the only ones stuck, though. I'm not taking any risks. What? The wheat trade came back? I didn't even replant it. I just grabbed it and went. I'm not wasting daylight. I made bank today. So much so, I decided to reinvest it into the other trades. I shouldn't be here at night. This place is not safe. Aw, man. Oh no. Whatever, who cares? I don't live here. Curse you, sleep revenge procrastination! Yeah, but if I stay up later, I could get this done now and save time for tomorrow. He did not save time for for tomorrow. Stop it! I made 5 blocks of emeralds. Maybe it doesn't seem a lot to you, but you try working with the 360 villagers. No, seriously, do it. This is actually a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you have a copy of the game. Got up early on day 32. Now that these sheep are profitable again, my focus is back on them. I should probably give these guys better living spaces. That's tomorrow's problem. I hit a point where I don't have enough stock to keep up with demands, so it's gonna be a minute before we get new trades. Which means I still need chicken. After I stopped crying, I got to leveling out the melon land. It was keeping me up at night. I also made new armor. Not sure if you saw it, but I was wearing scraps. Can't get with me, now they're gone. How? Considering the mess that happened last night, it's bold of me to do this now. But the melon production will not be stopped. The floors are soaked with the drip this guy has. Like I said, I was wearing scraps. I have never had drip to wear. But what is drip? If not sauce person. Whoa! Drop everything, new slime spawn. This is not a drill. I had it chase me back to the hole in the ground. Yeah, remember that? It feels lived in. What? No, what are you talking about? I got so sidetracked by this, I didn't even notice the sun came up. Once I had a name tag, I was actually able to keep him from despawning. I named him Sickle. Slime Sickle! At this point, almost every day, I restock and go hassle the villagers. I don't pull that many numbers, but my sheep are limited by the processing power of 2005. Give me a break here. Plus, all of the emeralds I made, I just threw right back at the villager. It looks stupid, but if I buy enough bread, eventually I could save some crops by not having to eat them. The solution is not applicable to the others. Leveled up the idiot again and unlocked more melons. I'm gonna spend the night on Sokovia. It needs it. The villagers are safe, so I'm not that scared, but— oh, wait, scratch that, I'm scared! On the side of the shell, painted one word. Stark. I'm like Hawkeye up here. It would be really nice to have Silk Touch to fix up some of these misclicks. All the more reason to get my levels back up. I now have a new goal. For Sokovia, I started to build up just the edges for now. I'm leaving the middle hollow. Hold on, not because I'm lazy, there is a reason. Can't believe I'm talking about this again. If you remember, Ultron's base is within Sokovia, underneath the town. It's where he has all the mechanisms that make it fly. This pit is where that is, which is great because I'm low in resources. This build is obviously not going to be 1-to-1. I wouldn't even know where to begin to calculate the scale, but I can at least get the gist of the island. After that, I started collecting for more bookshelves. I told you this day would come. Oh, my bad. I guess they could have stuck around for a little longer. I don't have sugarcane. Luckily, I didn't have to go that far to scavenge for more. The only benefit of living next to the swamp, because apparently everything else will try to kill you. Another one. Let me out. Let me out. Run! How did you— there's 2 of them. Why are there 2? Wow, so you're just gonna let him do that to you. Please, I just want the pretty mushrooms. Go away. Wow, that was awful. These enchantments better be worth it. The cows hate me now, so I decided to calm down and improve the quality of life for something for once. Wow. Sickle's getting his own home. I kind of thought it was a little weird that he was just in the ground. I also don't want to accidentally fall in. I'll most definitely die. By far the hardest challenge of all of this was that I wanted to get him out of the hole so that you could actually see him in the window, but I guess he developed attachment issues. As long as we know he's there, that's enough. I hope he enjoys his house. Especially when I raise the mortgage higher than what he makes. Whoa! Right, I built the house for Sickle. And then it took so long that I kind of so we're kind of starting in the middle. Day 36 is the start of days where I had live commentary, and it was too powerful for the game to handle. Now you guys get to see my 360 homepage while I try to fix this. Okay, wow. Little Master Chief in the background there. Out of everything we've done these 100 days, all the risks and even death itself, this got my heart racing the most. For a second, I thought everything we had been working towards had just died, like those chickens. Luckily, the Red Ring of Death showed mercy, and I got the game back up with just a quick restart. Crisis averted. Jumping back in, all the time I spent on Sickle's house gave room for the crops to grow, which means, good news! All the sugarcane is ready to be turned into books. Well, bad news for the cows. Yeah, wheat is terrible, but it works. It's by far the slowest crop to produce. Even in this version, it's consistently terrible. And that could boast a problem for the new project I'm starting on. It's a small one, but a problem is a problem. It's still a major issue. I need more emeralds to build a monument in my world, which means I have to spend more time maxing out the crops. A little bit of 40 chests, spending emeralds to level up the villagers to open more trade paths, hoping to refresh the ones that will allow me to get emeralds back. The way these guys work is that they don't refresh daily like they do in newer versions. Guys, I feel smart. I just know that I'm not gonna include that section in the video, which kind of makes it sad. You can only re-access certain trades by getting them to the next level. Since I was planning to build this monument out of emeralds, maintaining this cycle is the biggest challenge. Ungrateful! I was looking for every little bit that I could sell to the villagers. I wanted to finish the build by the end of the day. Why give myself such a short window? I don't know. Especially given the fact that I wasn't able to produce that much that fast, this was a terrible idea. I still wanted to hit the deadline though, so what I didn't have in emeralds became iron. It's an E! Yes. Just the letter. This is a monument in my world that will stand as tribute to all the people who commented E under my Corella video. I don't know why you all did this, but it was funny, and I noticed those of you still do. The back and forth with the emeralds killed me. This might be a slower day. But one thing I can take away from all of this is that it did expose an issue and how my system could be improved. Like I said with the carrots, wheat is tedious, and I ran out very fast. So today, I'm dedicating the land around Slimecicle to more farms, growing a greater gallery for the future. And bonus, it gives him an actual purpose now. He is the guardian of the wheat. He shall become Starch Lord. I'm not sorry, I have to take drastic measures to Gamora wheat. Rocket. Day 39 will start with the sun already in the sky because my sleep schedule was hopeless. I promise that was not another Marvel pun, that's just how the word is. Or at least, the sun should be in the sky. It's not raining. Elgato had a mini stroke, and my saves for days 39, 40, and 41 got corrupted. And I don't mean that the footage looks weird or the sound is messed up. No, they straight up don't exist. But maybe they don't exist for a reason. It could have been worse. All 3 days were just mining that I would have cut down anyway. I did all the mining to fill up on stone and iron to make major progress on Sokovia and prepare for other big projects I want to do in the world. So I guess we'll call these recuperation days. Day 42. Finally. Back to life. Sickle was even excited. Running into crashes and corruptions has put a new perspective on this world. Although the 360 version doesn't have hardcore, there are still other factors where it could be lost at any second. Makes every day just a little bit sweeter. Is 100 days about what you could do over the course of them, or what makes each one special? Let's hope we're lucky enough to still find out. And now we're back to chopping trees, just like day 1. I have not, in the slightest, been diligent with my trees. I neglected those things more than Will Western. I would have broken this entire forest if not for the irony of my iron axe breaking first. It feels more difficult to keep stocked with materials on the Xbox 360. I never have enough when I go to build something. I had an idea for a future project that would require a lot of rails, so that's what I made with all the wood and iron, just so I have some ready for whenever I decide to start. Were it so easy to plan ahead with the villagers. Did he live? Good. He has no life insurance. I've also been regaining my levels the past couple days. My condolences to the cows, but there are finally enough bookshelves for max enchants. However, with these older versions, enchanting can be a huge risk. The most obvious reason is that it doesn't tell you what enchants you're selecting, which becomes a bigger issue when you remember there is no grindstone. It's a blind guess, and if it's wrong, you can't undo it. At least you don't need lapis. That's why I didn't make any diamond tools, but considering literally every piece of iron went into the rails, diamonds are all I have left to make tools. Actually that's not that bad. Oh! Hopefully I don't lose this in like a fire or something. Day 45 is when I started to give Sokovia a bit more shape. It's been this awkward circle-ish square with no depth. It needs to look more like it was actually ripped from the earth, since it was. Each outline is sort of random, and the hope is that when they're filled in, it will look more natural. You know, as natural as a giant floating rock could be. Using a combination of different earthy blocks gives it more texture, like it was just a chunk taken out of the ground. It also saves on stone. I do have to be careful of all the mobs that are spawning up here now, though. One wrong hit and it's so over. Which is why I'm glad that, for the most part, this is over water. As you can see, I really only have the option to build this going up, so it takes the edge off a little, knowing that if I slip, there's a high chance I'll survive. But unfortunately, thanks to a zombie, tonight wasn't one of those chances. This section absolutely sucked. I regret making it a solid corner. But I mean, hey, it's coming along. I took a break to farm, and that lasted until sunrise. It's a lot. I'm on a controller. Oh, the farming doesn't stop, day 49. I know my world is a little odd, but I promise I will do something with these melons. This Silk Touch axe is the best thing that I have. I don't know what I would do without it. Naturally, I set out to enchant my pickaxe next, so I went on a rampage to get my levels up. That is a lot more viable than expected. Hey, get out of my useless monument! I'm gonna be honest, by day 50 I hadn't played in a while, and I low-key forgot what I was doing. Whenever you're lost in the game, it's never a bad option to mine. Almost never. Hey, look at that! I actually came back to the spider spawner. I must have gotten inspired. I figured I could use it to rack up some levels as I collected stone. I figured wrong. Ah! Will this kill me? No. That's fine. I didn't need my items anyways. That one just killed me. It's okay. I eventually made it out with the most important items, but while trying to leave, I came across yet another spider spawner. Well, after what just transpired, surely I'd know how to handle this one. Oh, there's two of them. What? You're joking? Oh, an actual one. I got a lot of string, though. I'm not a redstone user, so it's not really worth anything. I have it. Are you joking? Red light, yeah. If my guy had kept sprinting, that would have worked. What killed me? Did he shoot me? Shut up. Get off my lap. No, cancel. Respawn. It's simply amazing. Spectacular, even, that I made it out of that with even one of my items. Did all that work just to lose them again. I took the rest of the day to work with the villagers, but failed to notice that trading doesn't grant XP. Yikes. Wish I could sell all the sugarcane. The only trade my villagers have left available is the chicken one, which I don't have. Or I could buy items from them using emeralds, which I don't have. Well, if they don't want to trade, then I'll just simply find people who will. So I started walking all the way to the village I found on day 7. Most of the villagers were stuck in one house, with no hope of getting out, which made them easier to exploit. I mean underpay, I mean overwork, I mean trade with. But then a zombie snuck in. Well, I already got what I needed, so I'm fine. Please, consider your work outsourced. Continued the exploration all the way out to a mushroom biome, but was more concerned with the taiga that was a little past it. Finally, a new biome to look at. I grabbed snow, ice, some clay, spruce wood. With everything I've collected, this adventure turned out to be worthwhile. Now I just gotta get everything back and oh, I guess that was the world border? Didn't know it could break boats. It's fine. I'll just sink to the bottom of the ocean and make a new one. Huh. I blame the controller. My helmet's enchanted on computer. I forgot how fast water kills you. There was an attempt to recover what was lost, but it's too deep to survive. I don't even see my items. Day 54 was somber, and the rain was fitting. What I'm really upset over is losing my map. For whatever reason, the console versions of Minecraft spawn you in with a map. It's weird, but it's a novelty of the version. Truly the purest form of irony. To lose the map. While exploring. In the ocean, too, like, come on. Luckily, I have just enough infrastructure to where I'm not starting over entirely from scratch. While looking at what I could trade, I realized that these people should probably not be living in the ground. I cleared out a little area where, hopefully, I'll remember to move them. You know what would make this look nice? Spruce wood. I used most of the diamonds that I have replacing my tools, so it's back to the mine, where it seemed like my luck was balancing out. Oh, we are so back! If I had $1 for every diamond I found, I would have a lot of dollars. Not just diamonds either. Iron, coal, stone. I was finally building up on resources. Yet there's still one thing that could stand in my way. Not like this! Now the smart thing to do after that experience would be to run back up and put away any valuables. I did not do the smart thing. Can we not do this? Right when my pickaxe... It's not all bad. The iron survived, but the diamonds, I know at this point, most people would, have diamond hoes by now, but I just don't think it's in the cards for me. Day 57 was somber, and the rain was fitting. The little stone that I had, I continued to work on Sokovia to calm down. It was something I could control. These past couple days really have not been the best, and there is a reason. I saw Luke TheNotable himself was going to make 100 days on the 360, and look, I started this video a year ago. Being late to an idea I had a year ago created a panic. The days started to trip up as the idea became not only doing everything, but doing it fast. Faster than me running from the slime. Please, I've died enough. I don't know why I even have these torches. Like, it's day and I'm still not safe. Because I kinda don't know what to do, I decided to pay Ohio a visit. Checking out their trades, and they were special. This guy only buys paper. Wait. I can sell this sugarcane! And after fighting the entire swamp, at long last, my bank account had 2 digits. Would you look at that? Got home without respawning. Refreshing the trades, however, only got me thinking about how pointless they are. I can't really use the emeralds for anything. The only guy who sold something of value is dead. In the ground, or gone. I don't know where they went. Where do they go when they die? Kind of big puff of smoke. It's kind of sad. So I changed focus. I'm going for diamond armor. While running through the mine, I came across a spider spawner, which could help with levels, as long as I'm not stupid. I will say though, considering how much I've mined down here, I thought it would have a little bit more diamonds. I mean, look at that. Come on! I feel like I've died more than I found diamonds. Maybe it would help if I stopped going to the same cave and explored a different area. It's just the tunnel's been going this far. I don't know whose idea it was at Mojang to put gravel underground, but they need to be fired. Similar fashion to my pickaxe, apparently. Being this close to level 30 anyway, it's a perfect time to use the 3 diamonds to make an efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 pickaxe. Wow, this will last forever. Also, look at this. Nullified a creeper explosion using a water bucket. That was so easy. Why don't more people do that? Day 62, my job is just digging, not excavating. Common misconception. This pickaxe makes mining so much faster, but not interesting. I mean, it's never boring to find an 8 vein of diamonds, but I can only do this for so long. Day 63 was special. There was a new wave of confidence. Finally, had more resources for building, the villagers were willing to trade, and soon I'll even be able to enchant again. Progress on Sokovia was also made. It was a good day. A calm one. It's days like this, these moments. It's these moments that keep everything together. Which is very much needed because day 64, the L is real. Now that the island is sizable, the final layer is going in, and a couple of mobs decided to share their excitement. I could get rid of them by simply lighting up the area, but I thought I wouldn't have to do that if I just placed the dirt faster. The need for more dirt inspired another project. Mining a chunk. It's a great way to fill up on blocks, and I wish I'd started it sooner. It's also fun. I don't know if I'll make it to the bottom, but I'll try. Using these blocks, the base of Sokovia is now finished, and if you hear mobs... No, you don't. Looking at it, I know the first thing that should go here. Just gotta grab the materials. No, not again! Day 66, we're getting things in order. I know that I haven't had the best storage, but every time I get anything worth keeping, I lose it. I've lost so many items at this point, I don't think it's necessary. I'm not ready to go to the Nether just yet, so I spent the whole day in a hole. I did have to cut it short, though. Gotta go to work. Back from work. It was awful. And that's why we have yet another day of just mining. Something cathartic. Keeps my mind at ease. Is it still mining? Yeah. What can I even say about it anymore? It's cool it kind of connects to the mine shaft, but, like, that's really it. I could bring up that the ladders were annoying to place with the controller. Kept, like, accidentally placing them on the wrong block, but, like, what do you even say? Okay, now I'm going mob hunting. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Oh, I forgot I fought my first Enderman. And it didn't drop a pearl, so it's not really worth mentioning. Yeah, not too much notable today. Day 69, we're grabbing some melons. I'm sorry. The reason I wanted melon seeds so bad is to build a giant tower made entirely out of melons. Because why not? I'm just now starting to realize that every single thing I've done in this world has no real purpose. I think it's funnier that way. I made it a decent way up before running out of melons. It's noticeable. Really feeling the loss of the Silk Touch axe though. The leftover time in the day revealed that the house is a little empty. I figured I'd add a little space for the dogs that I am totally always aware of. Why are you glowing? It's time! Day 70 begins the Nether adventure. Okay, doesn't seem that bad. What?! Immediately, everything was on fire. Please, I just got here. It's the original zombie pigman! The Xbox 360 version, being stuck in the past, has its problems, but like I said, it's a time capsule. It's surreal to see these guys. I miss them so much. I hate the piglins. They're loud and coarse and always trying to hit me. Hopefully I don't accidentally hit one of these guys. That would suck. Oh my god! A fortress! I knew the Nether was small, but to have one this close to the portal is not what I expected. The Nether being so small may just be why all the spawns are so unforgiving. Go away. No. Just no. Okay. I know where the items are. How hard can it be? The spawns in the 360 version of the Nether are ridiculously unfair. Several ghasts will spawn at a time. As long as they're in render distance, they can hit you. The game also started to lag more than usual in the Nether, which made it more difficult to dodge hits and time jumps. I mean, that's not a cope. Look at this. Look at that. What do you do here? I even went back to check, and the game is set to easy. Yet it's virtually impossible. But I worked way too hard on that pickaxe to give up. So with 2 cacti for luck, I ran back in. It's a leap of faith, Miles. That's all it is. Even though you can't shoot lasers, and you can't fly. And finally made it to see that everything had despawned. And then I died anyway. Day 72, you wanna guess? It's more mining! Yeah, to replenish some of the material I lost in the Nether. Going all the way to the world limit. You could tell, because you can't mine the blocks on the border. And this led to some interesting sights, to say the least. That's possible. This is possible. Is this the worst version of mine? I emerged from the cave. I got tired of getting tired with this game. Rolled with the punches and turned it into a staircase leading into the room, showcasing the untouchable diamonds. Ooh. A loss is defined by how long it takes you to get back up. That leads us back to the Nether, hoping to find quartz for levels. Like, what's up, danger? When quitting the game, the Xbox 360 version gives you the option to not save your progress. It was tempting a couple of times to do that. Start over from the last save. The only reason I didn't do that is because of the hours I had already spent playing the game. At that point, the only thing worse than losing what I had in-game was losing what I had outside the game. Time. So day 74, I started on a project that I had in mind since day 1. There's a list of ideas for this world, and the biggest one is building a railway along the world border. Again, with how small the worlds are in this version, it shouldn't be too hard. You could walk to the border in like a day. It's just a matter of having enough blocks. This is what all those rails were for. But before that, we need to build the actual road for it. Thanks to the chunk error, we have the technology. For days 76 and 75, Elgato had glitched out again, and the footage was lost. It was just the same exact thing of placing seemingly endless blocks. No big deal. And honestly, could probably just like copy and paste day 74 and have the same outcome. In order to keep myself sane while doing this, I threw on some videos in the background. I figured Barbie interviews would be fun.
What's a meme?
Ryan.
What he did there is he created a meme.
Barbie interview. Ryan and Margot, you don't say. Alright, chat, what should we watch? Barbie cast, tell how well, Barbie cast test how well they know each other. Vanity Fair. Behind the scenes, which characters they really are. Nah, I'm good. Poppy interview, I'm allergic to dogs. Oh, see, I like this one. Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, Barbie interview. Sweet, simple, straight to the point. You could hear it in the recording because the mic was on.
Without doing a locking, it was just the greatest.
For one of the interviews, I noticed that it didn't have any background music, so I added my own.
John Cena cameo was pretty impactful. I love that. And that was just a chance. That was by chance because we shot here in London. Yeah, it was definitely mortifying.
Actors are so funny to me because it gets to a point where like you stop being excited and you realize that they're just kind of like people. I recorded about like 10 days this night. With everything running, my computer is getting low on storage space and Elgato is getting buggy. One of the recordings messed up, so for the last 10 minutes, all you hear is Margot Robbie repeatedly saying people.
You know what it's like to have that kind of expectation. It's a Barbie. There's a lot of people.
It glitched to where it's a perfect loop of the word, and it doesn't stop. She doesn't say anything else. It's just people. As soon as I ended the recording, the whole application crashed. There's something about Margot Robbie saying people in the endless reign of Minecraft on the Xbox 360 that really makes you think. I mean, at the end of the day, aren't we all really just people? Everything's fixed day 77, so no more Barbie. Thank you. Thank you, Barbie. Return to the taiga for spruce wood. I'm gonna use it to make the path to the railway look a little nicer. I did my best to decorate it with what I had, and I kind of like this design. It's not much, but sometimes simplicity is the way to go. Finished it up the next day, and now the railway is connected to the main area. So now it's time to start placing the actual track. Started out by periodically placing powered rails to then go back and fill in the gaps with regular ones. Probably shouldn't have done this at night. It was going well until I got knocked off by a spider. Not a lot of luck with those things. Yeah, the walk back through the swamp almost ended things again. I originally had the idea to make this out of stone bricks. Glad I came to my senses. It's literally the farthest thing away. It doesn't need to be fancy. I was going to need a lot more iron, and I guess the plan was to try and enchant a diamond pick, because why else would I return to the nether? Hey, look at that! Some of my stuff survived. Wish it was the good ones. I began mining for quartz, and honestly surprised I'm not on fire already. So there's achievements for shooting creepers, but not return to sender? Despite the countless amount of times I've perished here, there is something about the 360 version of the Nether that feels homier. I spoke too soon. Could be because I played the game mostly in creative, so I never grew afraid of it. Actually, this time around was a lot calmer. Wasn't too bad. I lied. It was too bad. Worst part is my pickaxe broke and then 2 ghast spawned as I was trying to escape. Portal is right there. Not even joking, it was the controller. Spamming place block and nothing. After laying out a base for a structure on Sokovia, I did the only thing a broken soul could do after dying. Mine. Strip mining like this is not going to net nearly enough for iron rails. Time to find a random hole in the ground and jump in. Right off the bat, there was tons more iron. Peeved I didn't go caving more often. 100% could have saved a lot of time on these problems if I did this around day 30 instead of messing with those villagers. See, look at this! Diamonds already! Oh, never mind. It's just 1. The reason I didn't go mining before is because it gets boring very fast. My life is already a series of repeated actions in a dimly lit room. What makes you think I'm gonna do that in Minecraft too? Especially when you're trying to make a video like I'm just sitting here. Hi, I'm editing. What? Whoa! I found iron! And I found iron again, and you'll never believe it. I found more iron. Take a wild guess what's behind this lava. Wait, no, those are diamonds! Might have been a bad idea to not bring a sword or something, but these mobs are pretty dumb. The skeleton shot himself down to the last torch, so unless there's iron in here... Nope. Okay, way too many close calls. Time to just head back up and catch a breather. I replanted all the carrots. The trades have gotten me nowhere, and at this point, I just want a plentiful farm. Made another diamond axe. I will try this time. Made it for collecting melons and hoping to put silk touch on it. So, back for quartz. Oh look, my items. From when I died in the nether. In the same spot as they were before. From when I died in the nether. This time I'm going in a different direction. One not traveled because statistically, I haven't died there. It helps to go down to the lowest level of the nether. The ghast can't get you as easily. Even still, not taking any chances. As soon as I hit level 30, I left. Wow. My first time exiting this portal. After all that stress in the nether, time to enchant the axe and not even get silk touch. I should have just done Breath of the Wild. I'm stuck with this now. I can't try again. Exactly what I was talking about earlier. Enchanting, it isn't worth the effort. Efficiency 4 works. It's fast, I guess. This wouldn't be as bad if Minecraft melons gave you the same amount of slices. I may not have the melons to go to build height, but I have the stone. So that's what I did. A stone pillar to max height, where I almost starved to death. The stone, however, not the focus. That would be this lava bucket, placing lava to flow down. To be honest, I worry that not enough has happened in this world. Seeing everything together from up here makes me appreciate the things that have happened. Which reminds me of that list of projects I had mentioned when I was building the railway. At this point, it's pretty obvious that I won't be able to fight the Ender Dragon. Nor do I want to. Luke will probably do that. For the rest of the 100 days, all I want to do is complete as much as I can from that list. Like this 2015 sign that was donated by the Pink Sheep community. So, if we want to get this railway done, we're going to need a lot more iron and a couple more Barbie interviews. Day 87 was spent in a giant cave that had a mob around every corner. Running through nooks and crannies like I was trying to sell a hot item to Timmy and Tommy was tedious. Timmy?
Oh, wait.
I thought his name was Tommy.
Are you saying all to make you so happy?
But if it meant finding diamonds, then I guess it's worth it. There's a lot of gold, too, that I honestly forgot I needed for powered rails. So, that could have gone worse. Was also led into a ravine with tons of iron, and only some of it got burned. Mining in ravines has to be one of my least favorite things in this game. No, in any game. When I play fighting games online, it's not even the lava, it's all the scaffolding. Actually, this is my least favorite thing. Somehow upset an enderman, and despite stopping him with a water bucket, wasn't enough to stop this skeleton. Luckily, I remembered where I was. Where I want to be, though? It's not here. It's at the peak of the melon tower. Well, the peak of how many melons I got. I also decided to add that wall design along the farm, and this, gentleman, is why. The wall was really the only notable thing that happened this day. Collecting the resources for it takes longer than you would think. However, the peak of taking longer than expected was on day 90. All the iron is now smelted and can be turned into rails. Because of how I placed the powered rails, this thing is really fast. I'm gonna see if I can spread those things out a little bit more, then I won't need as much. You also just get more time to take in the scenery, like the people of Ohio drowning. You guys are halfway in the ocean, I should have called it Florida. What a nice mountain. Oh. By the start of day 91, roughly half of the track was done. Yeah, all that work from the past 10 days? Only half. At least the ride back is pretty cool. The snow and then raining and then snow again. This game is so cool. The rest of the day was spent looking for a new place to mine. All the searching ended up being a huge waste of time. Every single cave I found was either a dead end or had nothing. Like a math class. Yeah, joke. That's what we're going with. Switching biomes seemed to be the solution. Ironically, the mountains have the best caves. The sunset really highlights the peak of those mountains, too. There's something about Minecraft's simplicity that makes it beautiful. The second cave was much bigger. That means more iron, but it also means more mobs, and, time to get that. Oh no, a baby zombie! Oh no! He might actually do it. He might actually do it. I would make the obvious joke, but with how much I've died in this video, I couldn't say it loud. Why do baby zombies even exist? Like, whose idea was that? You know what I think? I think the baby zombie's hitbox should be the same size as a regular zombie's hitbox. A benefit of the 360 worlds being so small is that you can only go so far. Makes it pretty easy to find your stuff. How many times have I said that these worlds are small? Like, I'm realizing that now. Well, stop it. He's got my stupid chest plate. And he didn't even drop it, did he? Less of that. Less of all of this. Less of all of this. Less of all of this. Just, oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Just... For whatever reason, every mob was gathered here, and I wish I could say it was a close call. It felt like no matter how many torches I placed, it was never enough. I know that Java has changed how mobs spawn in different light levels, and I took it for granted. Yep, this cave is basically cleared out. Turns out it's the same one from all those corrupted days I went mining, so not much left to do. Ah! Sunlight! Fresh air! Flowers! At this point, caving was getting exhausting. It was starting to become more a challenge of survival rather than finding iron. And I'm better at finding iron. At least we're at gold level this time. I don't see myself running out of powered rails, but it's nice not to worry. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I absolutely hated this cave, and I don't want to talk about it. But this was a day where I had live commentary, so... There's a slime down here? Hello? Hi. You know what? He's stuck. I'm just gonna let him be stuck. Oh boy, I sure do hope nothing jumps down and blows me up. Oh, this one's got armor. Maybe he'll drop it. No. I see both of you. Alright, ooh. That's all I have to say. It's just... Ugh. What is this Freddy Fazbear BS? Do something. I thought I spoke more. Didn't realize how much of that was just in my head. Yep, it's days like this that remind me why I chose commentary. I'd rather be talking about Barbie. Oh no! He's throwing garbage into the ocean! In the middle of crafting sticks, another award was unlocked. I swear, it's from the most random thing. Crafting sticks? Honestly, the way the game paused, I thought it crashed again. Practically a jump scare. Construction on the Melon Tower is officially complete today. Too bad it's not taller, but there isn't enough time to complete a whole other level. Quit while you're ahead, I guess. Smelting about half the iron, got just over 10 stacks. Not feeling confident about this. There's enough rails to join up where we left off, and from there we're on to the next border. This may be possible. Good thing I got all this gold because I ran out of powered rails. Without these, the minecart would eventually stop moving, unless you want to hold forward the whole way. Which I don't. By the time I had run out of rails, wasn't too far from the end. There's a timeline where it's possible. Remember that mine shaft I uncovered while mining the chunk? Not only can we take the rails, it was very generous with iron. Gotta be careful here. I was not careful. Can y'all stop? I see the other one too. It's a freaking creeper, you're not gonna get me. Got two of them, lovely. That was very cool. I'm glad I got to experience that. Even found a diamond in a minecart chest. My luck seemed to be balancing out. I'm a little surprised it didn't die at all here. There were several close calls. So inconsiderate. Speaking of inconsiderate, like, who are you? Can you walk over here so I could, like, safely get that chest? How are you this dumb? How are you this dumb? Being this close to the end of the rail, nothing was going to stop me. Nothing stopped melon construction. Nothing is going to stop rail construction. Where am I going? Hey, look at that. Back on the surface, waiting for the ores to smelt. So I made a shovel using that one diamond I found. Even named it. I wanted it to have a name that had meaning. So I named it Americus. It was on the list. With all the iron smelted, this border is now complete, leaving only one side left. I'm sweating. I am a 2000s baby. Oy vey, I can see Sokovia! Is that a creeper? It's like that one Phineas and Ferb episode where they try to, like, it's the longest day of summer and they try to make it around the world in, like, one day. That's what I feel like right now. Look, there's that house I forgot to continue building. They're all going to perish. Bad news? It wasn't enough to get to the end. Good news? Should only take one more stack. With that, the night of day 99, we're back in the mine. Got my pickaxe swinging from side to side. Too much work has gone in this railway for it to be left incomplete. Here we are. Day 100. A stack and some change. If this isn't enough, I'll cry. It's complete! A railroad spanning all 4 borders and traveling the entire map. One of the biggest projects of these 100 days, fittingly finished on day 100. Well, mostly finished. There were some mishaps along the way, but none that can easily be fixed within the day. And because the powered rails keep the cart moving, I could have a sheep endlessly loop around the world. I tried to name him Jeb _ so he would be rainbow, but it didn't work. I like the idea of a rainbow sheep circling all of existence. He's rainbow in my headcanon. The absolute last thing I wanted to do was to try and add that bridge that hangs off Sokovia. I did the best I could with the time that I had. Even got help from a creeper to recreate this hole from the Lego game. With one last look at everything from these days, I went to my house to finally sleep. However, I couldn't because the sun was already rising. Stupid sleep revenge procrastination. Instead, I sat with the dogs. Here, have some carrots, guys. You deserve them. Thank you for watching. It's been a while, but this video is finally out, and I could stop worrying about it. I know it's not my usual content, but I wanted to give 100 days a shot. I really enjoy Luke's videos, and I thought it would be fun to try. I do have another video similar to this one where I play 20 games of a Halo 5 game mode called Castle Wars. That video was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. That'll be on the left, and as for the other video, it's just one I'm really proud of. I would like to make another 100 days, but to be honest, this one really drained me. I had to place all the day counters individually. I can't believe it's over. I also plan to release the live commentary videos, like, to the other channel someday. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. See you in the next one. Drive safe.